Hi guys, in this video I'll show you how to download the SQL Server on the local laptop or machine. So next is we'll see how to download SQL Server Management Studio software. Basically this is graphical user interface to interact with the SQL Server databases, and optionally we can configure like built-in database like AdventureWorks. We can import that into the SQL Server. So let me start with one by one. So on the Google I'll write SQL Server download Microsoft. It will provide me this link, and in that basically there are different version of SQL Server. So basically this is a cloud version for Azure server at edge. So on premise you can install that, and I will look for this developer edition, SQL server developer edition. Basically it is used for community developers to develop the applications locally. So I'll click on that. So the installation will start. Let me open my downloads directory. So I will just right click, run as administrator, and I will install that software. So a pop-up will come up for you want to allow this app to make changes to your device. You said yes. So you can see the SQL Server 22 developer edition is getting installed, and there are various versions you can install. One is basics, one is custom. You can select the features what you want, but I'll go with the basic for time being now. There are terms and agreement, so you just need to accept it. So this will be the path where the SQL Server will be installed, and this much will be the space that you need in your C drive. As I'll click on the install, so it will download some packages and it will install in the background. So I'll pause this video for time being here, and once the download is complete I will resume. So basically it took a few minutes for installation. After the download and installation configuration, you will see this kind of prompt where you will see the SQL Server instance name, and this will the connection string when you are connecting with the some language or some GUI software. I'll just close this now for a browser, or optionally you can see the you will see the SQL Server Management Studio. Basically this is GUI, okay, the ID, the second which we wanted to install, this one. So I'll close this now. Okay, so we'll install the second software, SQL Server Management Studio. It is called SSMS as well. So I'll type SQL Server Management Studio. So on this Microsoft link I'll go and we'll check for the different versions available of Management Studio. If I scroll down, basically I will see the various versions of SQL Server Management Studio, but I'm going for the version 22.1. I'll click on this link. It will start a download for SQL Server Management Studio. You can see it is starting. Let's give a few seconds before it complete the download. So you can see the download has been completed now, and we can install this particular software on our machine, which will be used to interact graphically with the SQL Server. Let me just cross check. Download has completed. Let me go to the download directory, refresh this one. So you can see the SQL Studio, SQL Server Management Studio. I'll double click on this one. So it will open a command prompt for you. The location at which it wanted to install will keep the default setting as it is, and will just click on the install button. So prompt will appear just to get confirmation from you. So I'll click on yes. So the installation for this SQL Server Management Studio will start. I will pause this video. Once the installation complete, I'll resume. So the installation of SQL Server Management Studio is about to complete. So once this is installed, we will connect with the SQL Server that we have installed, this GUI software, and see if it is working or not. Okay, I'll provide all these 3 links in the description of the video, from where I download SQL Server Management Studio, and will optionally, so this is an optional step to get the built-in database, which is filled up with some tables. So I'll close this. I will just type now the SQL Server Management Studio. So this kind of prompt will appear in front of you. So this is a GUI, graphical user interface, to interact with SQL Server. So this software can be used to connect with the so this kind of prompt will appear in front of you. So you can provide a database engine, the server name what you have, authentication type, encryption. So like when you are connecting any remote database like Azure or something, so in this piece of software you just need to provide that server name, whatever your company name .servername.com, something like that. So since my server is installed on local machine, I will give my local machine name. I will select Windows authentication. So in many of the cases I observed that you need to use SQL Server authentication, like if you are connecting with that cloud database, but for the time being I will go with as it is. So encryption I am keeping optional, and I will try to connect one. So when you click on connect, what happens is something, this kind of prompt will appear in front of you. So this will be the connection name where I connected. So if I expand the databases, you can see the database present on my machine. So in your case you might be seeing some system database, other databases might be absent for you. Okay, so what we will do is we'll install one sample database on this one. So basically this is the third step that what I mentioned. Let me open a Chrome and paste this link. So it will download this AdventureWorks database backup file, which we will use to load into the system. So which has some built-in tables, and it's taking time, it got downloaded. So let me open that. See, I have this file. What I'll do is I'll create one folder in my C directory, new folder, that's database file. In that I'll paste this particular file, the backup file, and now I'll try to load that now. So you can go here, okay, and open new let me project, file, disconnect, explorer, tools, view profile. Sorry, so let's restore that particular database. What we'll do is, so in the connection on the databases, just right click on that. There is this option for restoring a database. Click on this one, and I'm restoring a database from my computer, that is my device, and I need to select that backup file. So I'll add that file. Basically in the C drive I created this database file. So in that I have this AdventureWorks. In the C directory I created this folder. You can see here in the C directory database files folder, in that particular I have this file. So I'll select that backup file, click on OK. So it has loaded that, and click on OK. So the database is loaded successfully. You can see now on my left hand side the AdventureWorks database is loaded and it has some tables. Okay, so these loaded tables already we have. Let's select this particular table and script as let's say select top 1000 rows. So the query prompt will appear here and the result will you can see at the bottom. Okay, so we selected top 1000 from this human resource dot department table, human resource dot department, in which we have department id, name, group name, modified date, department id, name, group name, modified. So this is how you install these three softwares and configure on your machine.